Hi, everyone, and welcome to the 2020-2021 school year. It's a little bit different to start the year, but we're going to manage to do whatever is possible to be successful. I have prepared a little PowerPoint presentation to present to you. So I'm Mrs. Rouvalis, and I am teaching this year Integrated Math 2 and Algebra 1. A little bit about myself before I move on. I'm Greek American. I was born here, but I was raised overseas in Greece, and I came back in this country in 1995. I went to Hack first, and then I transferred to Shippensburg University. I graduated from Shippensburg in May of 2004. I got a job in Carlisle School District in June 2004. My student teaching was done 8 weeks in Carlisle High School and 8 weeks in Shippensburg Middle School. So because my student teaching was done here, part of it, it was easy for me to transition to my actual job. I have been here since then. This is my 17th year starting. I always taught Algebra 1 the past 16 years, but the other math subject has changed over the years. It used to be intermediate algebra, and the last few years it has changed to integrated math. We have 3 series, 1, 2, and 3, and I teach the second series, integrated math 2. After my first year of teaching, I went back for my master's to Shippensburg University. I got my master's in December of 2008. My master's is in educational leadership, and I do hold a principal certificate. I got married in July of 2011 to a Greek guy. It was one of those big fat Greek weddings. Yes, it happened in Greece. We are blessed with 2 boys that are keeping us active and in our toes. Tolis is a 6-year-old that is a first grader in Big Spring School District. And Andreas is in his last year in daycare as we're going to kindergarten next year. This is how my daily schedule looks like. Because of how things had to change for this year, I have put a line in the middle to demonstrate to you the cycles or the days. So the top, periods 1 through 4, is happening on Mondays and Thursdays. The bottom portion is happening on Tuesday and Friday, with Wednesday we're all being at home. So I do teach, as I said before, it's a total actually of 3 Algebra 1 classes and 2 Integrated Math 2. The grades overall, generally speaking, in a traditional setting, are composed of those categories, as you can see: tests, classwork, quizzes, projects, homework, notebook, extra credit, midterm, and final. Because we're not in the traditional setting, maybe a lot of projects will not happen right now. Or it's going to be hard for me to be checking students' notebooks, but we'll manage with whatever we have available. The students will always know about an upcoming test. They will not pre-announce, like they will always be pre-announced. The quizzes can be pre-announced or they don't have to be, but again, anything that is on a quiz is something that the students should know up to that point, nothing weird or extraordinary. I will not talk a lot about projects, as we might not have to deal with them with the setting so far. Homework, it is assigned almost every day, and remember, because we're not following the traditional setting, the students have tasks to do through Schoology, and they have to adhere to the specific dates. They never have one school day to do it. They have more than one, or like it's average 2 to 3 school days. So they should be doing the tasks in order, 1, 2, and 3, so on, in ascending order. And as I have shared with them in class, anything that I have a question on, please reach out to me. If they're absent for a specific reason and they're still responsible for the assignment, as I said before, we don't have only one school day to do it. Extra credit, usually in the traditional setting, it was happening after a chapter test. This year round, or right now, it's not going to happen like that, as the students have more time to work on specific assignments. Help, I am available every morning to assist my students before school starts. I am saying here, I mean, it would be nice if they have told me already, who have made arrangements. I'm saying here that I'm not available after school. That is kind of harsh. That is not really 100% true. For after school, the student has to really have communicate with me so I can make arrangements for my kids. CASH is a program that runs from the school after school, and hopefully it's going to be set up later on to start. And usually Thursday is the day for math, and it's available to students for free from 3 to 4. The classroom changes every week, and we try to promote that, and we advertise it. Progress reports to check how your son or daughter is doing. Check online, email me, check with your counselor. Calculators, I'm suggesting to my students, especially with the setting, to have their own, because we're not really allowed to share. They need to be familiar with the calculator, just a plain, simple scientific calculator. And we probably need them for the Keystone testing at the end of the school year. If for whatever reason a student cannot have their own, I do have 2 sets in classroom available where the student can borrow, but they're gonna have to clean it after they're done at the end of the class. I want to leave you with this last message that is actually, I think, important for all my students in all their classes, not just mine, especially the 9th graders. They're in a new setting, in a new building, starting the year differently. So they need to be where they're supposed to be, doing what they're supposed to be doing to the best of your ability. And I'm not here to fail my students, and I don't want my students to fail. So if they give good work, we should be good to go. I'm saying there, talk only about yourself, because in the past we've had some problems with, students making fun of others. Even though I'm not dealing with elementary students, it still can happen. With your cooperation, we can make this a successful year, and I appreciate any help you can provide me in advance. If for whatever reason you need to get in contact with me, please make sure you know that your son or daughter has important material that I share with them the first day of school, as far as my syllabus, my grading policy, and rules of this class, and my email is listed there. It's really my last name, Rouvalis, P, the first from the letter from the first name, and then at carlisleschools.org. Feel free to reach out to me with whatever question comes up. Again, I will try my best to make sure your son or daughter are successful for the year and to be adequately prepared for this Keystone testing. Take care, everyone. Thank you.